Hi, all the signs of the Zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot reading update for December 2015. This month, I'm going to use a new tarot deck to me. It's called the Morgan Greer Tarot. And I'm going to actually pull one card for each sign and look into my crystal. I'd like to say here that these are general readings, and if you'd like to gain more insight and information, please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they will make more sense to you than your sun sign will. Also, if you're interested in getting my angel card readings that I did in honor of this holiday season, for this month to cover a 6-month period, please go to the link posted below this video, or you can go to my website and click on videos tab, page 3 on my menu, and there you will find these angel card readings and messages that you will get the links to, and then you can go to Vimeo and download and purchase that reading. So hopefully they'll be of help to you and make sense to you. Now on to the readings. So the first sign I'm looking into is going to be Aries. What's coming up for Aries? For this mid-month of December. What's going on with Aries? The card that I pulled for you from this tarot deck, Aries, you got the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes this is the card of the apprentice. This could indicate a new job, learning a new craft, learning a new skill. And it's also going to bring you financial gain and financial abundance, because 8 is a card that attracts money to you, the number 8. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be happening for you very fast the second half of this month. And I do feel that you're going to like what you see and what you hear. And I feel that there's some people that are going to be, they're saying talking a good game. But I don't feel it's necessarily negative, like a game could imply like they're just messing around. But I feel you're going to like what you see and hear coming from others at you the second half of this month. I do feel that some of you are going to be launching into some new project or plan that could involve work that I feel is going to pay off for you and be lucrative for you. And I do hear they say you're going to get a roundhouse of applause. So to me, that means whatever this is you're going to do is going to be well liked, well received, and very appreciated. I also hear that some of you Aries will be getting out of the doldrums that you've been in. So if you've been finding yourself down in the dumps, a little depressed, or in the doldrums, as they say, I feel you're going to be getting out of that, moving away from that kind of energy. I also hear that some of you are going to be doing some kind of speaking. They're saying oratory. So I feel that you will be giving some kind of presentation. It could be teaching, lecturing, advising others. Maybe you're going to start up a class or give some kind of presentation. Maybe even here on YouTube, or at a class somewhere, because I see, or through work even. It could be a presentation through work. And I do see your mind is made up. You have some definitive plans, or there's some things you have firmly etched in stone in your mind that you see you would like to follow through, and you're determined to get going here. So that comes up also. So now I'm going to look into the crystal for you. I hear, you may want to slow down your pace, even your pace, become more balanced, because This sense of urging in and jumping in really quick or forcefully is coming up strong. So you may want to think very carefully about the next steps you're going to make and the next plans of action for you. And I feel that some of you are going to be receiving some real congratulatory remarks and positive remarks. And I'm seeing someone in here in a bathing suit. Looking very trim and slim. So maybe some of you are slimming down, or you're changing your attire that's going to show off your bodies more in a positive way. But, you know, like accentuate you. I'm seeing that in this crystal. I do feel that many of you Aries are going to start to feel like you're living a good life or a high life, and that finally your ship is coming in, or some good things are coming in for you. That comes up here in this crystal. And I do also pick up that you're going to be reading between the lines, and I feel that some of you received some promissory note or some kind of gift of cash comes to you through some source. So I hope that made sense to you. Now on to Taurus. Taurus, what's going on with Taurus for December 2015? Show me what's going on with Taurus for this mid-month of December. And your card that you got, Taurus, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords to me is a card that symbolizes an air sign female. This would be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. I hear in my head when I was shuffling that you're really going to be working out the details. So something is detailed. You're getting focused on details right now, Taurus. I do feel be prepared, because some of you may be going on a trip and getting ready to go on a trip. But this seems to me like it comes up in February. This could be in the middle of the month. I do see you eager to please somebody and to strut your stuff, like to show what you're made of, and strut your stuff comes up here. I feel on any kind of trips or traveling you may be doing, because not all of you are going to do that, but a lot of you are. I see you gaining some insights and inspirations on this trip, and you're either going to write some kind of journal, use it to write a book or article you're thinking of writing, or blog, or maybe even like a video journal, but it comes up more to me as in writing. Some of you may be talking to an old flame from the past that returns. And I do feel that you're more in tune with your body and your needs, and I feel like you've been listening to your own body and paying attention to it. So maybe you had some health concerns that kicked up, or some allergies, or, stomach disorders, or, maybe you became intolerant to dairy or certain things in your life, because I see you becoming more in tune with your physical self and you're really going to start taking care of it, paying attention to it. Maybe you're cutting some foods and things out of your life. I do feel you have a really good, strong, firm grip on reality right now. And I feel many of you Tauruses are really getting ready to forge ahead with some plans. And I see you being determined, having determination to go forward with these plans. If you had been someone that suffered a heartbreak over a breakup of a relationship, I feel that now you are finally getting over it or healing from it. That comes up in the crystal. If you're single, I feel there's someone new that's coming up just around the corner for you. I do feel that some of you are going to enter some kind of contest and win. And I'm also picking up you getting some kind of grant or stipend or loan or some kind of money is coming to you as well. But this feels like for something specific that you may have set out to get. I do feel, health things come up here again, and I feel that you may have started to go to physical therapy to work out some kind of problems in your body. I pick you up going to the doctor and really looking into things that have been going on with you physically. And it could also be therapy. If you felt like you needed counseling of any kind, it could also be that, because therapy can mean physical therapy. It can mean many different kinds of therapy. So going to a doctor regularly and therapy is being mentioned here. I feel some of you Tauruses are going to be in the limelight, and I hear don't worry about how long it may take for things to be happening in your life or for you to do things and get things done, because they're saying slow and steady wins the race. So all things happen in good time and in divine timing. So try not to get too fixated or worried about timing going on in your life, because I see that being a concern for you. So now on to the sign of Gemini. Let's see what's going on with the old Geminis out there. Gemini, what's going on for the mid-month of December? Gemini. Show me what's going on for Gemini. Gemini, you had two cards that popped out. You had Hermit and you had the Fool. Now, the Hermit is a card to me that symbolizes spiritual guidance. You being shown the way to go, what way to go, spiritually being led, guided, and protected. And then the Fool is a card to me that symbolizes starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations. But you have to be careful that you don't have on rose-colored glasses, because you don't want to get blindsided by having too high hopes. You have to be grounded. I do hear the words, there's a lot of turmoil and a little bit of confusion, but I see you working towards succeeding. Like, I see a lot of drive and ambition in you right now. I feel like you're not too comfortable with some issues that have happened in your life and may have caught up with you now. These are events from the past. And I hear that you may not be feeling real comfortable right now, because I feel like they've either come back up in your life or in your mind in some way and have, like you don't really like that feeling, or it's uncomfortable for you. I feel that Geminis have been working through some old issues about what makes them tick. I see you concerned about that. And I see you being really careful about what you pay attention to and what kind of propaganda is going on around you. So I feel like you're being really judicious and cautious with your words right now. And I feel like you're not really feeling 100% certain about what words and conversations you're hearing. So I feel like you're not believing everything you're hearing, Gemini. Let me see what came up in the crystal for you. You may feel like someone is trying to get you thrown out of something. Like, it could be out of a job, out of a club, out of a group or an organization. Because I'm getting that feeling, like you're feeling like that. For some of you, that could be happening. I do feel that you are feeling like you've been waiting a long time and biding your time. And it also comes up that you're starting to feel a little restless. I'm getting a restless feeling about what's going on with you. I do feel that some of you are going to be getting news that comes to you from a distance, and it feels like it comes from a far distance, but to me it looks like it's arriving in the mail. It could be some kind of contract or something you've been waiting for to get in writing. It could be a deed, a license, a permit, a contract. Like it's something that's of importance, but it's not coming from near your locale. This looks like it's coming from a distance to get to you. I also hear that you are reluctant to get involved and deal with the secrets of others. I'm seeing you reluctant to do that. Like you don't want to get, I feel like you want to stay out of other people's business, or you want to stay away from certain situations. So you might be facing some people coming to you with sad stories to tell, or, gossip, or crying on your shoulder, or problems. And I see you feeling like you want to back away and stay away from that right now. So that's coming up for this mid-month of December. So hopefully that helped, Gemini. And now I'm on to the sign of Cancer. Cancer. Let me see what's coming up for Cancer for the mid-month of December. Oh, this one just plopped right out of the deck. And here for your card you got for this mid-month of December, Cancer, you got the 8 of Cups, which is a card that symbolizes walking away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking. I feel like your life is ready to improve. I'm getting this upward mobility. I do feel that some of you have cried over some really disappointing situations, relationships. And I hear there's no salvaging it or saving it. Like there's nothing you can do with it or about it. So it's like you have to close the door and move away from it. That's the way my guides are presenting it. If you've been somebody that's been hoping for a dream job, I get that comes to you, it looks to me, between next month in January or between January and March. Because they're also talking about saving every penny you can and cutting corners. But it seems like that was something you were doing to be cautious with your money. But that if you've been waiting for a dream job to come to you, I see it happening in January or between January and the 30th of March. I feel some of you have gotten some news about someone who's died recently in your family. Like you've already gotten this news, or it's somebody you've cared about or someone you know well. But I get that you've gotten this news. I definitely I don't want to be Pollyanna, but I do get many of you Cancers doing like this little happy dance, because I feel like your life is going to be in a happier, better space and place in these next coming months, especially the next 2, 3, 4 months, like especially the next 3 months in particular. I feel like you're coming out of some kind of negative cycle or state and now going into and embarking on happier times, because I'm seeing your whole mood elevated, you smiling, you laughing, you joking around, and they're telling me you're feeling like your old self again, like what you felt like maybe a few years ago when things were riding high for you. So I feel like you've stepped out of some negative times and coming into some positive. So let me see what comes up in the crystal for you, Cancer. I feel some of you are going to be remembering dear departed loved ones, and this could be through a memorial service, or it could be through something you're going to do during these holidays season. Like maybe you're going to go to a gravesite, or maybe you're going to have a celebration or party honoring that person, like in remembrance of them. Some of you are going to be drinking green tea. they're bringing it up. Maybe that's something you need. Maybe there's some kind of antioxidants or something in that would be helpful to you. It's coming up here. There's a cat in this crystal, and it's black with bright green eyes. And I do believe some of you are getting a cat, actually. But this could also symbolize a cat for some of you that is in spirit, because sometimes spirits show up in the crystal. It could also be an animal totem message. So please be sure to look up animal totem cat, because that could be bringing you, people that are born under the sign of Cancer, a message. I feel some of you Cancers are learning a lot about the government. And this is either just through you're having to deal with them in different ways, or because you're ready to study and learn something in particular because you're going to work with or be involved with or need to work in conjunction with something through the government, because I'm hearing that you're learning a lot about the government. Any results, any test results that you had that were involving some kind of illness that you were waiting back for, I feel that it will be good results, results that will make you feel relieved, better, happy, and in your favor for many of you. I also feel that some of you Cancers are thinking about changing your direction with your work or what your career life. That also comes up here. So I hope that made sense for you Cancers. Now on to the sign of Leo. I hear that many of you are starting to realize that someone you thought that was a good friend to you really wasn't. And I do feel that for some reason you may have felt like you had a hard time admitting this to yourself, because I just see you not wanting to look at it, like you didn't really, not like you wanted to believe it or face it. I do also get the words backstabbing and bullying going on with this card. So, maybe they were doing something like that with you, but I'm getting that you found out that someone you trusted or thought would have been a good friend to you turns out that they really aren't. I do feel you have a great deal of stress with some family member that's giving you a struggle or a real push-pull kind of feeling about money. So you may have an ex or a family member that's fighting or arguing with you or trying to get money from you. It's a struggle and an argument about money. That's what it's in regard to. And I do feel that some of you may be spending some time alone, because I'm seeing you like tired and drained of some, exhausting situation here. And I'm getting like that you don't want to deal with it. Like you feel like you don't want to put up with it or you don't want to deal with it. So I'm not saying you're becoming a hermit, but I do feel pick up periods of time where you're going to start like closing yourself off a little bit here and being like harder to reach, like where people can't just text you and you answer them right away. You might wait a few days, be starting to wait a few days to get back to people about certain things going on in your life. I do feel many of you Leos will be making a lot of money in the second quarter of next year. If you're in business, I feel that you are going to shut something down and cut something off. This to me feels like a business connection or an association with someone that maybe was a vendor for you or somebody you did business with. It comes up like, shutting something down and cutting something off there comes up. So let me see what's in the crystal for you, Leo. Some of you may be making a new business or a new storefront or building something up, building something new. This could be a website even. It doesn't have to be an actual store. I see some of you working with like seating arrangements, customers, clients, top billing, things like that. I'm picking up you doing like promotions. I'm seeing you really work on promotions in a very big way, like different offers you're going to do, things you're going to give away, ways you're going to draw people to your business where there's going to be like limited seating or something offered only for a limited time. I'm also seeing you making some other business, something else in regard to your business where you're stretching things out. Stretching out income also comes up here. And they are talking about you may have to do some forgiving and forgetting and releasing and letting go and moving on, because holding on to any negative feelings or feelings of resentment are not going to serve you and are only going to hurt you. And I see you doing that and moving on, like moving forward away from those kind of feelings. So I hope that little message of this update helped you, Leo. Now on to Virgo. Let's see what's going on with Virgos out there. Virgo, let's see what's going on for Virgo, mid-month of December 2015. Show me a card for Virgo. 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 Okay, Virgo, the card you got was Two of Rods. You have Two of Rods. So Two of Rods is a card to me that symbolizes partnership. This is partnership in business. It can also be partnership in romance. This card can also symbolize to me that somebody in your life, it could be you or someone else in your life, that's got their attention focused on something else. So they're not giving you all the time and attention you necessarily would like to have or need. So it can also mean that. I do feel that some of you are going to be taking small steps towards big plans. And I do feel that some of you Virgos may be stepping outside of your comfort zone a little bit too. And I feel that if you felt like you've vegged out in front of the TV long enough or too long, I feel that you're growing weary and tired of doing that and ready to step out and start doing, I don't know what. It could be a variety of activities, but I just see you getting like, I don't want to keep doing this anymore. Like feeling like you need to get more involved in something, or you like maybe the feeling like life might be passing you by a little bit. So that's coming up here. Some of you are going to be entering a partnership agreement or an arrangement. For some of you, this will be with a family member. That's not the case for all of you, but some of you may be going into a business partnership or some kind of partnership of some type with a family member. This could also come to you as an invitation from someone else to join forces with them. It's not necessarily your thought or your idea. You could be getting an invitation here. I do feel you have some really great, brilliant ideas that you could really put to good use, and you may start writing them down, journaling them, or because I'm seeing you putting some of them on paper or putting them in a book or notebook, or even on the internet, like having a little log. I get this feeling that some of you may have started to feel like you're feeling grumpy, or maybe somebody else is saying you're grumpy, and feeling like kind of dragged down, bogged down, like a little oppressed or depressed. Like I see you having those kind of sensations and you wanting to make changes to get yourself out of them. I feel that some of you, if you smoke cigarettes, are getting ready to give that up or to find a way to start quitting, because that's also traveling by here. Dance also comes up for some of you Virgos, so I feel like you may start to go out and take classes and learn different types of dance, or go out and do some dancing. And maybe you're not learning it and you just are going out dancing, but dance And learning dancing comes up also. So maybe those of you that got tired of, like, you feel like life's passing you by, maybe that's what you're going to do. One of the things maybe you're going to do is go out and dance or learn dancing. So let me see what's in the crystal for you. I do feel that you have some jealous neighbors or family members. Envious and jealousy from others comes up here at you. I get difficult communication for you with someone. And it comes up with, for some of you, it's a sibling or a family member, like a sibling or a parent. But it could also be a son or a daughter. So because it's coming up as family, and difficulty with communications with them is how it's being presented, like miscommunication or difficulties with communication with them. I do feel that many of you Virgos are learning to keep things private and not share some things you may have shared before with family or friends, because I'm seeing you like you've come to some kind of conclusion and determination, like you're not going to share. There's things you're not willing to or have learned a lesson in sharing, that you're going to keep some of your own business or opinions about others' things. And maybe these people that you're having difficulty communicating with to yourself. So I hope that helped you. Now on to Libra. Libra, what is going on for Libra for mid-month of December 2015? Libra, show me what's going on for Libra. Show me Libra, what's going on for the mid-month of December for Libra? Libra, you have the Five of Swords that shows up here. Now, the Five of Swords to me is a card that symbolizes standing your ground. This is like drawing a line in the sand. Even if there's people conspiring against you or gossiping about you, you're drawing a line in the sand and standing your ground, standing firm. I hear that your understanding of situations is becoming a lot clearer to you. I do feel that some of you Libras found out some improprieties or some things that were not right that was going on around you. This could be in family or work sense. It just comes up as you've got the knowledge now. You found out, you know some information. I see you reading the fine print of contracts, documents, legal papers. You may strike out against somebody in a legal sense. You may sue somebody if, say if you had somebody build your house and they build a house for you and they didn't build it right. Or, you were promised certain things at your work and then you got fired and, they had no right to let you go, or, just whatever it is. I see you reading the fine print and you may strike out at somebody where, things that were done unfairly to you. And I'm hearing, don't try your best not to put the cart before the horse. Let things flow and roll during, over the natural course of events. So you may be having this compulsion that you want to, jump ahead or make big jumps and leaps ahead in some regard. And they're saying, try not to do that. Just let things flow in the natural course of events, and things will work out better for you if you can do that. For some of you, this is very specific and not going to apply to all of you. I see someone from your past wanting to come back in and either make amends with you or try to reconnect with you. And this is a love person, somebody you had a relationship with. And I see you not wanting to do that, not interested in it, not going to do it, feeling uncomfortable with it. That's very specific, and it's not going to apply to all of you Libras. Okay, so let me see what's going on in the crystal for you. I do feel that those of you that are married or in a commitment are going to solidify your commitment even further. either through renewing wedding vows, or maybe if you aren't married, getting married even, or solidifying your commitment to each other through business transactions and dealings even. It could be you're going to start a partnership together, working creative, working together in some way, because whatever you're doing, it looks like you're solidifying some kind of relationship. I feel like you are burning to tell your story. I really feel that. And I feel like you want to set the world on fire with your story or what you want people to know. And you may even, like for those of you that are involved in filmmaking, you may even want to make a film about something, because I'm seeing like you want people to know about this. Like you want to tell your story. Now, if you are somebody that got screwed over by some organization, company, or whatever, maybe your story is, maybe you want to be on the news, or you want like some kind of presentation so other people don't get screwed over, duped, whatever you want to say. So think on that, because that comes up for some of you Libras here. And I feel that some of you may even have some kind of special project or plan for something you'd like to do for children. You could be maybe writing a children's book, or doing children's stories, or some kind of something you want to make or create, a children's program where people can go, where kids can go and listen to stories, read books, like almost like a library kind of situation, or whatever it is. But I see children being on your mind, and for some of you, and something you would like to create or do for children is coming up here for some of you Libras. I also feel that some of you Libras may be creating some kind of memory book or scrapbook for your children or your grandchildren, or even like, something that could be shared with the public in some way. But I see like creating memories and memory books, or looking back over things that involve memories. Maybe you're going to take your family's old, videos from when they were a kid, your parents' videos from when they were children, and put them on DVD and then share them with your family members. I don't know, but I see you doing something involving memories and linking them together. That's what I see. So hopefully that made sense for you Libras out there. Now on to Scorpio. Let's see what's happening with Scorpio. Scorpio, what's going on, Scorpio? What's the deal in December for Scorpios? Scorpio. Show what's coming up for Scorpios. Scorpio. Show me Scorpio for December, the mid-month of December. One card for Scorpio. Scorpio, you have Ace of Pentacles. An Ace of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes God giving you the divine blessings of financial abundance and financial stability. I do feel that some of you will be receiving accolades for a job well done. I do feel you're getting some inspirations, and you may start to stylize yourself differently, like your appearance, your hair, your attire. I'm seeing that for some of you. And I do feel that there's been some situations where people have tried to hinder your progress or shut you down in some way. And I feel that you don't like it, obviously, and I feel you like rising up against it somehow. I do feel some of you Scorpios may be putting some ideas or thoughts towards Planned Parenthood. So you may be thinking about starting a family or Planned Parenthood in the prevention, like you don't want to start one, so you're taking precautions to not have one. But I do see, they do say about Planned Parenthood. I do feel that some of you have met someone recently that you have sexual chemistry or tension with. Sexual tension with comes up. I do see you not forgetting some disservice that someone did to you, but and this could be in a work or even in a personal sense. But I see you doing a good job of hiding it, like closing it off, making it look like you're not thinking about it, you're not harboring it, you're not holding any grudges against it. I see you putting on a good game face, I guess what I want to say. Like you're not letting on, but you haven't forgotten it. You have not forgotten it, but you're just looking like you're not focusing on it. I do feel that those of you that have felt like there's been constraints on you about money, like you've had to tighten your belt or tighten your purse strings or tighten your spending, I feel that there's going to be some change coming up fairly soon where money looks like it starts to open up for you. I get some more increase in income, or I see you feeling a lot happier about money. And like I said, some things really start to open up here for you in regard to finances. And I feel for many of you Scorpios, you're going to see this money situation improving for you between now and August. So let me look into the crystal for you. I feel like you're ready to tackle the world. Like you're really getting your gumption up. You're getting your drive is kicking up. I do feel that you're starting to feel at more peace with yourself and with some relationships. I do feel that in some ways your life is in a more peaceful state and more balanced feeling right now. I'm getting a lot more peace and balance with all kinds of relationships, and anything that was kicking up that had been problematic for you in your family or with family situations, I feel like that's starting to settle down and smooth out. I do feel you're not ready to make a commitment just yet, but for those of you that are single, I feel you could make a commitment in spring, because I'm getting, for those of you that that's a possibility coming, that looks like the time frame that that's going to happen for you. So hopefully those messages made sense to you. Now on to Sagittarius. Let's see what's happening in the land of Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What's going on? What's happening with Sagittarius? Sagittarius, you've got the card of the Empress. And the Empress is a card to me that symbolizes a maternal figure that could be watching over you from the other side. That could be a mother, a great-grandmother, somebody like a mother to you, a mother figure. This could also be the birth of a child, the birth of a project, the birth of a plan or an idea. It could be a birth of many things here. I feel that you're learning a lot about humanity, and I also feel that you're learning a lot and experiencing a lot in your dreams as of late. I do feel that there's a renewed sense of purpose to what you are doing or what you are going to be doing. I see you looking for proof of purchases, validations, going over details, getting like facts and figures straightened out and organized. I feel some of you Sagittarians have like a renewed sense of purpose and a new stance on some things. I get a revitalized energy in some of you. I'm hearing the words doors shutting, doors opening, doors shutting, doors opening. So I feel like there's been a lot of chapters in your life and situations where you've had to close the door on them, and I see you opening the doors to new situations and other situations. And I do feel there's this undercurrent of you feeling like a drive to succeed. A feeling of not wanting to be on the back burner comes up here, and that you want to feel like you're purposeful, that your life has purpose and meaning and more vibrancy and less speculation. Like, I also feel like you're tired of speculating about things, or I see your mind tired, like you're tired of thinking about things that don't bring you any joy or fulfillment. I do feel that sometimes you're your hardest critic and that you berate yourself over things sometimes, Sagittarius. Like sometimes you're just too hard on yourself. Let me see what comes up in the crystal for you. I see a boat in here quite clearly. So you may be going on some kind of trip or cruise. It could be like, this is like a very fast boat, a speedboat actually of some sort. I also see a house here. The house is like, looks like a rancher, and I feel like I'm looking at snow on the roof and snow all around it. I feel like you're thinking about the way things used to be. And I'm also seeing you, like, I feel like you're stuck between two places, the past and what you want to see in the future. And I feel like you're tired, again, it comes up of tired of speculating, like, and tired of thinking about the past, and tired of worrying also comes up here, like too much worrying. You're doing too much worrying. I feel like some of you are used to being alone for some of you, but I feel like in some ways it's making you angry, because I'm picking up some anger for some of you Sagittarians. I do see some of you Sagittarians linking yourself up with someone new in a partnership sense in February. It's not really crystalline right now what it is, but I see you working out the details. I don't know really what kind of partnership this is. I get a strong sense from many of you that you feel that you've been used and abused and taken advantage of. And I do feel that it's like, I feel like some of you, this isn't going to apply to all of you, need like an overhaul of your life in a way where you have to step out of some things that have been negative that have been going on. And I do see you doing it, but it's like a gradual process. It's not like you're here one day and then you're over here the next and that everything's all sorted out like a light switch, you know, like bam, bam. I don't see that. But I see you slowly, things starting to evolve and turn around for you in your favor. But I see it happening, really starting to happen the strongest in the month of February. That's how it comes up to me. So hopefully that made sense to you Sagittarians. And now on to the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, oh Capricorn, what is going on? What's up for Capricorn in the month of December 2015, in the middle of this month? What is the messages for Capricorn? Oh, it's not wanting to shuffle. What's going on here? Capricorn, you got the moon. And the moon is a card to me that symbolizes secrecy and deception in romance. It can also just symbolize romance in general, and it can indicate heightened psychic ability and heightened intuition on your part. I do feel many of you Capricorns are really thinking very hard about love. Like love is on many of you Capricorns' mind. And I do see some of you getting a little worried, like, or trying to work something out at a feverish pitch, because I feel that you're feeling like maybe you've been wasting time or there's been too much idle time. I do feel for some of you, you've learned an awful lot about relationships, and that if you're in a budding relationship, it is growing and is picking up steam. That's for those of you that like are not already married or like totally coupled all the way. This would be a relationship that's starting, maybe you're dating or just getting to know each other. I do hear it's growing and it's going to pick up steam. I do see you a little worried and concerned right now about how people are perceiving you. This could be at work, or this could also be with that person, like it could be with a love partner. I do feel you getting very close to somebody, closer to them, and talking to them late into the night and telling each other stories. And these stories seem to be about what's happened for you in your lives, each of you, like sharing what happened in your pasts and what your hopes, dreams, wishes, and aspirations were and are still. Some of you may be traveling back and forth between two properties. This could be either that you own a home, two homes, or it's you and your partners or, person you're starting to seize residence. It could even be two job locations, but I'm getting traveling back and forth. It feels like homes to me, though, more than work. So let me see what comes up in the crystal for you, Capricorn. I hear you're going to be tending to a lot of business, and I feel that you're going to be making some real executive types of decisions going on here. And I feel that you don't want anybody to think ill of you or poorly of you. So I see you really putting the screws on something, nailing something down so that like tighten the screws on some, project, plan, business, the way something's operating or being handled. If you're managing others, I feel like you may be putting in limitations or structures for them to follow and protocols, because I feel like you don't want to look like anything has slipped through the cracks that you're doing, working on, or responsible for, Capricorn. I do feel that you're educating yourself about certain subjects, and I pick up that some of you Capricorns are going to be traveling in different circles. So doesn't mean that you give up all your old friends, but I feel that some of you are going to be meeting some new people and having some new friends that you're going to be associating with and traveling around with and doing things together. This could be through groups, study groups, community service, anything, even work related it could be. But I see you, it's not like the old friends are gone or your old associates, they're still there, but I see you involved in new groups. And this seems very specific to me about what you're doing. It seems like it circles around some activity or activities that you're all in the same interest circle. That's how it comes up. So hopefully that was of help to you and made sense to you, Capricorn. Now on to Aquarius. Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? For mid-month of December 2015, what's happening with Aquarius? Show me Aquarius for December 2015. Aquarius, you got Ace of Cups. An Ace of Cups to me is a card that symbolizes God giving you the holy grail of emotions. It's like all good things coming to you in an emotional sense. This card can also symbolize a new love relationship. I feel that many of you Aquarians are starting to understand life better and get a new and improved, maybe more positive or different perspective on things than what you had before. I do feel that many of you are on the forefront of change, and I feel that some of you are struggling with it a little bit. Like you want to be on the forefront of change, but you're not really sure what you want to do with it or how you want to make some kind of change for you in your life and maybe even in the world at large. I feel some of you may be getting together with old friends. And through getting together with old friends, you may meet someone new or meet someone through getting together with old friends that they know. Because some of you are meeting somebody new, but also getting together with old friends. And I feel that you are going to get rewarded in some way for something good that you've done, like some good work or something that you've done. And I feel that the reward may be the communication or connection to do with the someone new that you're going to meet. But I get communication with you and someone also. So I feel it's the same person. I do feel there's some sense of pride and accomplishment in your work. And I get at some point, I feel, I'm not sure when, it could be any time in this next coming year, broadening your horizons and taking some kind of travels, and that was plural. So some of you may be working as a team, in a team, to get some project or group, foundation, business, whatever it is, up and running, getting it off the ground and running comes up here. And there's some real goal or purpose for this of why. I don't feel it's just about making money. There's other, it's for humanity or the betterment of something, some group of people or some, individuals. It's like there's a reason for it. So let me look in the crystal and see what comes up here for Aquarius. I do see you joking and laughing and telling stories and learning about other people, not like through what you're sharing and saying, and I feel like they're doing it with you too. This could be the groups that I see you getting involved with. If you're single, I feel some of you are going to meet someone that is a really good match for you if you're single. And I do feel that you're going to, because it comes up that you're getting really well acquainted with someone, and you do have a heart that's showing up in the corner of the crystal. The time frame I see this really strongly developing for you, Aquarius, is May, June, July, and August. But I don't really know if May is the starting point. You may meet them sooner than that, but I feel if there's going to be something that's going to happen for you romantically speaking here, I feel it's May, June, July, August. Some of you may even be experiencing a new living arrangement. So you may be feeling like maybe somebody's coming in to move in with you, or maybe you're moving in with somebody else. And it may be like there's a couple people here. So like if you have children and you're getting together with someone new, or they have children too and you have children and you're all coming together in one place, or some relatives of yours maybe need assistance, maybe they're down and out, or some friends of yours, maybe they need a place to stay, because I'm getting something shifting and changing for some of you Aquarians about your living arrangement. It may not be permanent, but it's coming up over the course of the next 6 months here. So look for that. Actually, more like around the 4-month point. So maybe even, or 4 is coming up. So maybe in April. So hopefully that made sense for you Aquarians. Now to look into Pisces. Let's see what's going on here for Pisces in this mid-month of December. What's happening for Pisces? Pisces. What's up with Pisces? Mid-month of December 2015. What's going on here, Pisces? What's happening in your world? Show me Pisces for the mid-month of December 2015. What's happening with Pisces? Pisces, you got the card of 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. And 9 of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial abundance and financial stability around you. I do feel that there's some uncertainty about how you want to proceed. And to me, it feels like it's linked possibly to your finances, like financially. I feel like you're getting a lot of ideas and inspirations that are coming to you. And it's funny, I feel that some of you Pisces are receiving these messages or inspirations from relatives of yours that are in the spirit world that are deceased. I feel like they're giving you some good thoughts or good inspirations or ideas, trying to help you, motivate you, get you to move forward with certain, things that would be beneficial for you. I do feel that you're learning a lot about stumbling blocks that maybe you have self-created for yourself or for, other people in your life. So it comes up as like learning about stuff about yourself. I do pick up that you're going to get some kind of money coming to you. It could be a royalty check for something. They're saying royalty check and they're saying green. So I feel like money is coming to you. They're saying there's a lot to be learned by standing back and sitting back and listening. So I feel that you have come to some decisions about like, I'm going to take a step back here and I'm going to watch and listen and not jump in with both feet or have something to say. Like you're kind of, not saying you're not giving any opinions or any thoughts, but I see you're coming to a time frame right now where you feel like standing off to the side and watching what's going on and listening is better for you than if you try to get too involved in circumstances that are going on. Some of you I feel are going to be receiving a raise at your employer, from your employer. I see you getting along swimmingly well with others, and you may be going on some kind of trips or travels with them. I don't know who this is for you. This could be friends. I don't know that it's work related. I do see you getting really settled in to new plans or like in January. But to me, it feels like things you were mulling over, thinking about, had been considering. I feel you diving into them and getting forward with new plans in January. Some of you may be even starting a new job in January. It could even be that. But because it has to do with new plans, new ideas, and new situations in January, but I don't feel it's at the beginning of January. This is later on, like once you get to like the 20th, the 24th, like in that time frame. So let me look in the crystal for you and see what else comes up here. I feel some of you have really been giving a lot of thought about marriage and unity and happiness. And I see some of you really looking at it like, why does everything have to be so complicated or so difficult or so hard? Things should just be more simple and, flow together more easily. Like, I see you feeling like people just seem to be complicating things, not saying like a lot of people, not just, like I see you looking at a lot of different people thinking, why does everything have to be so complicated? Things could be much simpler. That's what I'm seeing. You think. I do see many of you are going to be doing some strategic planning and mapping out some plans and thoughts for your future. So I see you very future oriented in your mind right now. I do feel that you're gaining some headway. And I feel that your popularity and likability is like up, like it's increasing. You're making some headway with people. I do feel that you're going to stop worrying so much and align yourself with the right people. I see you getting involved and getting around the right people that can make you feel like your life is on a good track, either a fast track or a good track, a better, more balanced, healthier track of people. So I see you getting in alignment with people that are really helpful to you. Now, for me, mostly when I see this, I feel like it's in a personal sense. But this could also be through jobs and a new work-related sense, or what you're doing, because I do see that coming up here for you. And I do feel like your likability and popularity is on the rise. It's increasing. So that's good news, Pisces. I'm happy for you. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. Please be sure to subscribe. That way you will get notified when I post my monthly psychic tarot readings and also my mid-month updates. I'd also like to remind you, if you would like to get my angel card readings, where I used 3 angel cards in honor of the holiday season, please click on the link below in this video in the description box, or you can go to my website, posted up here, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to my videos page 3, and there you will see angel card readings and messages. Just click on your sign and it will take you to that's the link that will take you to the page on my Vimeo videos, where you can download and purchase the angel card readings and messages for your sign. I'd also like to remind anyone that has an appointment with me coming up, please make sure you've made your payments, because I've got many people that have scheduled their appointments but did not pay, and I do have to go through and cancel unpaid appointments because I have a very, very, very long wait list, and I don't like to cancel your appointments. But any appointment that goes unpaid, I do go to the wait list and schedule people from there. So if you would like to go on my wait list, please just write me to my email address, luckymermaid7@yahoo.com, and just write in the subject heading waitlist, and I will put you on my wait list. I did stop scheduling my calendar on my website because it was going out too far into September of 2016, and I really don't know what I'm going to be doing then, and I feel like it might be too far. It's way too far for people to wait. I'd also like to address this. The only reason I ever scheduled out that far was because clients were asking me to do it. Originally, I was only going to schedule 30 days out. Then it was 60. Then it was 90. I never had any intention of going further than that. But your positive responses and requests was so great, and people were so disappointed that I wasn't able to read people that quickly that I kept pushing my calendar out. But right now I've stopped it, and I will reopen it in maybe late February, but I will be using a new scheduling system where people schedule and pay when they make their appointment. And then that way it'll alleviate, people being disappointed or scheduling appointments and not paying for them and then being unhappy if their appointment gets canceled. So please make sure if you've scheduled with me to make your payment, I really, really don't want to cancel your appointment. I truly don't. I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year of 2016, and also blessed and happy holidays. Many blessings and peace.